I'm hearing people frustrated with AI ethics, and they're suffering from what's getting called AI ethics fatigue. And this strikes me as both worrying and bizarre, since we're about a step and a half into an AI ethical risk marathon. So if people are already fatigued, we're in big trouble. Now, I actually think that the fatigue is misplaced. People are tired of not AI ethics really. What they're really tired of are completely useless AI ethics statements. You're probably familiar with those statements. They say things like, we value privacy and fairness and transparency and things like that, but then they're so high level, no one quite knows how to put those things into practice. But then the issue isn't how do we do AI ethics without talking about ethics? That would be quite difficult. The question is, how do we write better AI ethics statements? That is to say, statements that are both credible and crucially action guiding. And I actually think it's relatively simple, and most organizations don't follow this simple formula. Whenever you articulate a value on the one hand, on the other, you have to articulate some guardrail to action that your organization will not violate on the other. So for instance, to take something of a toy example, we value privacy, and so we will never sell user data to a third party. Or we value not pushing out discriminatory models, and so we will always vet all of our models for biased impacts. Right? These are just examples. If you have, let's say, 5 to 7 values or principles, and you have, let's say, 3 to 5 guardrails for each one of those things, you're looking at, 20, 25, 30 guardrails of action, which are, in some sense, immediately implementable. So you get action guidingness if you specify the guardrails that connect to those values, and you get credibility because people can believe you when you say it because you're being specific about what you're going to do. Now, this is not the end of specifying your AI ethical risk standards, your AI ethical risk appetite, and so on, but it is a massive start. And so it shouldn't generate fatigue by people, but rather excitement at the momentum that's to come. Now, if you want to read more about this or hear more about this, I have an entire chapter of this dedicated to this in my book, Ethical Machines. And if you want help with an ethics statement, reach out. Let's chat.